Afternoon. This is Seewing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. Thank you for attending this VA foreclosure property presentation. Before I will begin to let you know exactly the location of this property and all the related details, I'd like to once again, if you look at this screen, I'm going to recap you the top 10 reasons to buy VA foreclosures. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to go over verbally right now. I'm going to ask you to pause this video and digest these top 10 reasons for yourself, right? And the description speaks for itself. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Spend 2 or 3 minutes pausing your video of my presentation, then proceed accordingly. Then I'm going to say to qualify for the VA foreclosure 5% down, you will have to have at least 2 years of real estate property investment experience. Once you get, for those of you who are extremely serious and committed and can pull the trigger, you need to first obtain the 5% down Vendee Financing loan pre-approval with our preferred lender. Then upon doing that, then you consult with me and we will go through a stringent and rigorous telephonic interview to determine if you are the person that can benefit from using my system, so we can help each other. And if we determine that this is a right fit, then I'm going to ask you to pay me $1,997 in advance, non-refundable, for each VA property you want to purchase. Okay, so without further ado, let's go over the specific property in question. And this is mind-boggling. Sometimes I've been accused of being overly dramatic sometimes, but that's the way I am, and there's very little I can do about it, because in a good way, because I'm very passionate about what I do. I love what I'm doing. I provide value to real estate investors out there for many, many years, and promoting VA foreclosures, this unique system, are no exception. And let me tell you, just if you have to digest my video presentation more than once, please do so, because very, very rare. Of course, you have to be open-minded about it, and you have to really digest and sink in what some of the things that I'm talking about on my presentation. So it's very rare. This is in Alaska, by the way, in Fairbanks, Alaska. This is a duplex. It is very rare that we see any situation where a owner would default on a amazingly cash flowing duplex. I mean, we don't know the reason why. I don't know why. The listing agent do not know why this owner defaulted on this property. Presumably, it's an income producing duplex here in Fairbanks, Alaska. But unfortunately, their loss is our gain. So this property is still on the market. It's been on the market for several days, and I spoke with the VA listing agent. She said she's shocked as to why this property have not been sold yet after 3 days on the market. And I'm going to tell you why for the next 10 minutes, maybe slightly more, why this asset is such a high value opportunity, right? The VA listing price is $233,235. It's a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,000 total square foot. This is a legitimate duplex. Okay, let me show you the location. Okay, let me go over the location first and foremost. Right, it's all about location, location, location. I was told, and my research also concluded, that the location of these duplex in this neighborhood is highly desirable here at the city of Fairbanks, Alaska, and there's a good chance that the tenant will be active duty U.S. Army soldiers, and they are it's only a few miles away from U.S. Army military post Fort Wainwright. All right. So I'm not saying all of the potential tenant will be active duty soldiers that have the ability to pay you this rent, clearly and easily. But again, this neighborhood is very, very good, very good location. So so you should have very little problem uh, to obtain the necessary tenant. You're gonna have a you're gonna receive a if you're gonna own this long term, which I hope you will upon purchase, that you will be supplied with income, a stream of long term tenants for indefinite periods of time, because U.S. Army Fort Wainwright going to be here forever, and then the rental market in the neighborhood is also very, very strong. And one reason I can tell you why it's strong is using my Rent-O-Meter website. What I do is based on the 5-mile radius of this property in the past 12 months. There has been approximately 51 rental properties in this 5-mile radius renting for various rental ranges. So you can conclude with this information. So I feel extremely confident that on a consistent basis for the long term, you could have a very good renters, two sides, for years and years to come. All right. So the desirability of this property is unquestioned. I share with you the numbers momentarily, but let's look at the exterior and interior of the property. So I was told this property only requires some cleaning and maybe carpet replacement, some cleaning, very cosmetic repair. My projected repair cost for you as a buyer are approximately $4,000 or less. All right. So here it is. Here's the interior, the kitchen, everything. We have to assume the foundation and the electrical system is good, has been updated. No need to worry about that. So as you can see, the kitchen is very clean. I believe this is the upstairs. Upstairs, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, I believe, around even like 1,700 square foot. And downstairs is a separate unit, is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, probably around 1,200 square foot. So it's a 1-car garage for only the upstairs tenant. There's no other indoor garage. I know this Alaska is very, very cold, but that's the way it is. All right, so this appears to be upstairs. Everything very spacious. I don't know whether you need to replace the carpet or not. Some minor repairs. You can see the corners, the wall, maybe. Yeah, I think you need painting. All right, to be honest, some minor repairs on the stairs and the walls and the rails, perhaps. Something that can be easily done. There's a local rehab team that can help you with this at a very reasonable cost. Here's one of the bathrooms. Here's one of the living rooms. The color is kind of weird, light green, whatever, but everything should be very functionable. So yeah, definitely needs some painting and some window dressing, if you will, maybe. The rugs may need to be changed. Probably second, third bedroom. Maybe this is a downstairs right here, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and also have a kitchen, I believe. So living room, quite spacious, and 2-bedroom downstairs. All right, so very rentable. The upstairs estimated to be renting at 1,700 at least, because it's a larger, more bedrooms. The downstairs will probably rent for $1,400. So total on both sides on this duplex, total projected rent is on 3,100. So that's the number I'm going to use to create my pro forma, my cash flow projection. I will show you momentarily. So let's scroll down. Let's see what the VA listing agent has mentioned. She said, come check out this monster house. Yes, it is a monster house. This duplex is just over 3,000 square foot. As stated, the upstairs are 3-bedroom, 3-bath. Downstairs, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. So it's a pure, legitimate duplex located in a very convenient location with quick access to U.S. Army Fort Wainwright. Prime rental location. It's a VA foreclosure, 5% down only, with 4.25 interest rate. That's right, 5% down to buy a duplex, which is mind-boggling. This property is built in 1983, so not so old. very well maintained over the years, I suppose. All right. Price square footage is very, very good, $77. And let me see what else. Let's scroll down here. What else we can find? Uh, this is a typical cost, property taxes monthly, home insurance, no HOAs. This rent estimate is wrong because Zillow does not have the ability to project a duplex rental income. So this 1600 is one unit of the two unit. Okay. The school rating is not bad. 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 6 out of 10. So I would consider this neighborhood probably B plus. B is in boy. B plus neighborhood, right off the close to the front gate of the U.S. Army Fort Wainwright. So you're gonna have a good high probability of achieving some high quality military active duty renters at least 2 or 3 years at a time. Okay, and let me see what else I need to show you. So it's a neutral market, so that's good. Very good market, very good rental market. All right, so let me see what else I need to show you. Okay, so yeah, finally, I'm gonna go over the cash flow analysis associated with this property. If I can find it, as you can tell, I'm somewhat overwhelmed with so many things on my desktop. Oh, I wish I could make this easier for everybody, including myself. Oh, you might have to look at my newsletter. Oh, here it is. Oh, all right. This number gonna overwhelm you. This number, in my belief, is very realistic. All right. So this is a picture again. Again, the listing price is $233,000, $235,000. If you submit an offer, it'll be probably higher. The VA selling agent will probably gonna obtain the highest and the best offer. So the next few days, we expect multiple offers coming from various sources. So ability to pull the trigger, to have your loan pre-approval quickly and submit the offering form is critical in this process because this property is not going to stay in the market for much longer, for the rest of this week perhaps. All right, even with a duplex, with Vendee Financing, VA loan financing for investor, and any investor can qualify, by the way, you don't have to be a veteran, military. Still 5% down, which is shocking. 5% down payment, Vendee Financing multiplied by the purchase price, if it is $233K, equal a mere $11,662 down payment. You add the closing cost of around $5,000. You add the closing cost, fixed up cost around $4,000. It's just everything is just an estimate, and your total cash out of pocket to leverage the investment is a mere $21,662 on a highly desirable location, rental market property at $233K. It's just mind-boggling. The more you leverage your money, the higher the return on your investment. So the two sides, as I stated, $1,700 on one unit plus $1,400 on the other unit. Total gross monthly rent is $3,100 minus 5% vacancy factor that I always put in there. Here are your monthly taxes, which is very reasonable. Within 1% of the purchase price is the property taxes. In Alaska, insurance is $82 monthly, 10% property management fee. Yes, there are several local property management companies that will help you manage this property long-term, sight unseen, remote control, grow money on trees. All right, and then the also project 5% maintenance factor on a year-to-year basis. So I'm trying to be as realistic as possible on the number. But when I created this cash flow analysis, this pro forma, it just boggles my mind. The rent to value ratio is 1.3, which is mind-boggling. The capitalization rate is 11.2. Anytime your cap rate is higher than 6%, you're going to achieve positive cash flow. So you're going to have a 95% loan to value, which is your mortgage. 5% down, your mortgage is loan amount to $21K, and your monthly payment is $1,090 on a very low rate, 4.25% on a Vendee Financing loan option, which is amazing. All right, so just keep in mind your net operating income, as I stated, is $2171, which was reduced by your monthly taxes, insurance, and property management fee, and the vacancy factor, right? Then you minus your monthly mortgage of $1,090, and look at this number. Your monthly net cash flow is $1,080. Your gross rent of $3,100 minus your monthly taxes, insurance, property management fee, 5% vacancy factor, 5% maintenance factor, 10% property management fee, and then your mortgage you have to pay $1,090. You still have a leftover of net cash flow monthly of $1,080. This is mind-boggling, right? So what is your financial indicator? Your rental value 1.3, cap rate 11.2, cash and cash return of 60%. You know what does that mean? Within a year and a half, all your initial cash invested will be recouped purely by your net annual cash flow. Your monthly net cash flow is $1,080 multiplied by 12 months equals almost 13 grand in net annual cash flow after all deductions. You put in 21 grand total. So 12,000 divided into 21 grand, that gives you in about less than 2 years, slightly less than 2 years, you'll recoup your money back. Hence, the cash on cash return of a whopping 60%. Your total investment return on paper is 99%. That means if you add your annual net cash flow plus the principal reduction tax benefit of $3,700 annually, plus your 2% projected annual appreciation of $4,665, equal total gross equity income of $21,366 divided by your initial cash invested, the total of your down payment, your closing costs, and your rehab costs you have to pay, $21,000. So this divided by this equals over 100% of your investment at the end of the first year on paper. Have you seen this kind of return before? Almost 100% return at the end of the first year. By the way, this property, it was sold a few months ago for like $260,000. So you buying this property probably at 15, maybe even 20% below neighborhood comps, below fair market value of similar property in a neighborhood, similar conditions, similar square footage, similar whatever. All right. All right. I think I rest my case. Have I not? Very, very rare to have a VA foreclosure that are a duplex or higher. Very rare, even more rare with the cash flow is this high, even more rare with the potential for after repair value and the equity appreciation a mere in the first year, let alone for years to come. So this property is very desirable. Not too often we come up with this kind of deals. So most VA foreclosure are single family homes, but in this case is a duplex. So yes, it is in Alaska. It's very cold, but you know, it's a rental investment. Cold or not, people will rent. You have active duty soldiers, you have regular civilians, you have regular people that are willing to pay you $1,700 to rent one of the unit and $1,400 to rent the other unit. All right, good location, B+ location. All right, so that's all I have to say. This presentation is longer than usual for a reason, because I have very important concepts, very important content I have to share with you. All right, so if you're interested, if you understand the pre-qualification scenario that I just painted, please let me know. Otherwise, this property will be gone. Right? With that in mind, thank you so much. I hope you receive a lot of value from this particular presentation and all other VA foreclosures that we're going to be promoting for the indefinite periods of time. At the end of the day, you must have the ability to pull the trigger. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. This is Seewing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. Goodbye.